that made this happen. They went into a closed society. There was rumors of this turquoise. They brought it to the American market. They made it what it is, to the point where when they had to close the mines, as a Westerner, as even a Chinese, the only reason that Simon was allowed to go to that mine and actually can stand in front of that door is because his status of where he was. That government is now building a museum. Think about this, that they're spending, I think it's like $15 million on this. They're building this humongous museum and of the founders and stuff, and they want to make a bronze statue of him. He's going to be one of the people that's going to be, because he was such a key part of marketing this to the West. Well, we just moved on because the pendant and earrings are getting very, very limited. You know how rare this is. When Jay tells you when it's gone, it's gone. We've seen that so many different mines through the years. What happens? They become highly collectible and they become more valuable. But in this case here, we have the cuff, we have the matching ring, we have last call on the pendant, last call on the matching Hubei earrings. Never a surprise. Let's focus in on this cuff because I only have, I want to say fewer than 100, and it's absolutely beautiful. The silver workmanship on here, and this is
stunning.
All done from sheet silver, okay? And this is more adorned than I normally do it, but this is something, this is one of our new artists and our new designers, and they're more intense on what they do. I just thought, it has so much character to it. So, it really has so much going for it. And then the highlight, of course, the thing that you want to showcase is the actual material, which is the vintage, the antique Hubei turquoise.
And that's also featured price. It will be $289. It appraised for over $400. And then the matching ring, we have 5 through 12. I would recommend going up one size because you'll notice that it does have a nice wide shank, but it tapers beautifully all the way around in the back. And these are good size. I mean, these are large millimeters.
But even on how these are made, again, what makes them so unique and so different, and what kind of sets us apart from most jewelry operations in today's market is, if you cast or if you stamp, which is how predominantly the majority of all jewelry is made today, it's done with machines, it's done with technology. The difference with our designs is we need silversmiths. So we have a huge core of silversmiths. A lot of these people have been with me for 25, 30 years. A lot of these people were actually trained by our masters. That's the reality of it. What we did is we trained 12 silversmiths. Out of that, we might get 2 that actually we felt had potential that could, because you have to be trained. It's an art form.
It's a lost
those
art,
2 trained 12 each. Out of those, we got 2 or 4, and we built it. I won't tell you the exact number, but we have a lot of silversmiths, more so than anybody that I'm aware of. We think about how custom this is. Even the sterling silver material that we use in these designs for the gallery, or the majority of any of our sterling silver designs, even the materials, the sterling silver sheet material, the half round wired, everything is actually made in a foundry for us by a foundry in the U.S. that makes it to our specifications. They make our sheet silver to our thicknesses, to our widths. It's done to our specs and quality. You can't, even this material, you can't go anywhere in the world and even get the material. It has to be custom made for you. And only in the United States. I've never seen it anywhere else in the world, and trust me, I've been a few places in the world. I have never seen even the sheet material that they could even work from. So this is something that it additionally even makes it even more valuable, more precious, more collectible, I think.
Well, I wish we had more of this. And I want to say thank you. Last call on the cuff bracelet with 5 flex payments. We're looking at $49, and we're going to ship that right out to you. And the matching ring at $22. Still available in sizes 5 through 12.
Look at the size of that pendant on Kate.
I know.
I mean, you could see that from across the room.
Hubei Turquoise, you're one of the lucky ones. Brand new as part of our showstopper, which we are so excited about, a true collector's piece. Now, the best value of the day, here